Juri, one of Street Fighter's best newcomers. Psychotic assassin and master of Taekwondo. But just how much of a master is she? How much of her moves are actual martial arts? And how many are made up? Let's find out. Welcome to Games in Motion. First, let me give you a little back history on Taekwondo. Taekwondo was developed during the 1940s and 50s with an emphasis on defense and never striking first. Primary fighting style of Taekwondo is through kicks, using hands for quick jabs and blocks only. Never being the first to attack, this Korean martial art is very dangerous, very well known, but also very defensive. Now let's see how well this stacks up with Juri. Okay, starting right from Juri's stance, we can notice a slight inconsistency. She's using a transitional stance. In Taekwondo, there's 4 primary stances: front stance, back stance, horse riding stance, and transitional stance. Well, transitional stance is only supposed to be used in powers when you're switching between the stances, not for actual combat. This does very, very bad for any balance issues you might have, as you only have one leg to support, and if one good kick can usually knock you right off balance. That is not a good stance for any kind of combat. So, right there is a strike against Juri. Now, let's look at some of her other moves. Now, even being a game and ignoring the idea of natural speed and actual human balancing, Juri's kicks shouldn't have any weight or momentum behind them the way she's kicking like that. There's nothing actually pushing behind it. She's standing there on one leg, kicking with the front leg. There's no weight behind it at all, unlike the actual martial art as demonstrated. So far, Juri is using the wrong stance, wrong technique, and ignoring the laws of momentum, right down to the idea that every kick should land her on her butt. Now, the feng shui engine in her eye might explain the idea of the perfect balance for her stance and kicks, so then she doesn't fall. However, that does not explain how any of her kicks have any power behind them, as there's no momentum or transference of momentum or weight behind any of her kicks. Now let's talk about Juri's signature attack: somersault cartwheel flip. Yeah, I know, it sounds ridiculous, and by all rights it is. Even minus the fire energy thing that comes off her feet, just the idea of it has no startup, has its own apparent perpetual motion, and seems to hover without touching the ground, seems a bit ridiculous. Now, let's see how it looks in real life. Wait. Did you seriously think I would do that for real? I mean, look at it. If you haven't figured it out by now, Juri's 3 for 3. She doesn't even follow the rules of physics, much less the actual proper techniques in Taekwondo. She's not much of a master, other than her techniques are somewhat based in the actual martial art. If you look at how she moves, she's all over the place doing insane cartwheels and everything. And yeah, Taekwondo has a lot of those kind of flips and everything in it normally. However, Juri's breaks complete rules of physics and laws of perpetual motion, and she just ignores reality. And that's not even taking into account the idea of her eye. So yeah, I have one final thing to say about Juri's supposed mastery of Taekwondo.
I don't care what the critics say.